Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Michaela Dene here again. I just kind of wanted to sit down and make a video about something that I wasn't really sure whether I was going to ever talk about on my channel. If I avoided this topic, I feel like it would be avoiding who I am as a person. It's really not that serious, but it's who I am. So today I'm wearing my drug rug today because we're going to be talking about drugs. Not the ones that are illegal, the prescribed ones, and not the ones that you abuse. Drugs. Okay, so if you know me, if you are a friend of mine, most likely you don't know this. So I'm gonna be talking about something that a lot of people don't know about me, but you know, it's just a part of who I am. But I actually have a severe anxiety and depression disorder. What I am going to talk about today is my anxiety medication and what I use to control it, or to, I don't know if it's control it, but like the things I need to keep me going, I guess. The biggest reason why I'm making this video is because when I had to get on medication, like 8 years ago, there wasn't really that much information about like what would happen like when you take this medication. So I kind of wanted to just kind of like talk about my anxiety medication and what happens and like things people don't tell you. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about is my diagnosis. And I guess the diagnosis I have now is chronic severe anxiety and depression disorder. Before it was acute anxiety disorder, but now it's gotten worse and changed, you know. So it means that it's just like pretty bad and it's like every day. So I wasn't taking medication like my whole life. I was playing sports and, you know, I was dealing with my anxiety and things like that. But I think what happened was freshman year, I had a lot of stuff going on, and I actually didn't get on it freshman year, but I was dealing with a lot of anxiety and a lot of depression. I just was so sad, but I kept going to class. But during my sophomore year, I like roomed with one of my friends, and she turned out to be just a horrible roommate. And the thing she did kind of like set off my anxiety, but it wasn't just her. It just was like multiple things that were going on, and I hadn't dealt with it at all. I was just completely, you know, stressed out all the time, and it, you know what I mean, built up to where I had a severe like anxiety breakdown. During Christmas break, it came time for me to go back to school, and I was like, I can't go back to school. My mom was like, oh, you're going back to school. So what happened was I took a week. I went to a psychiatric hospital. I wasn't in inpatient care, it was an outpatient care. I took a week. So I was supposed to go back to school, but I took a week, and I went to this psychiatric place to like I guess I had to get checked in, but like I wasn't like in the psychiatric hospital, but like basically they just evaluated me and started to give me anxiety meds. To start off with, I am on Lexapro, which is a like I had it before, but now I live in France, so it's like different. So when they started me on Lexapro, like first of all, like I was so kind of like felt defeated that I had to start taking anxiety medication, because my whole life I was like, I work out, I don't need this, you know, I don't need medication. And then when it came down to a point where I literally couldn't, you know, do anything else, I was like, you know, I felt really defeated. When I first started taking it, it was like, I guess it was like fixing whatever issue that I was having, and I literally felt like I would be sitting with friends and I would just be like because I was I guess reacting to it. But it really now, it just kind of like doesn't feel like anything. It just kind of like keeps me going. But I will say, when you first start taking it, I guess some people say it makes you hungry, but in reality, no, it doesn't make me hungry. There's like, when you first start taking it, there's like an adjustment period where you have like 2 weeks of extreme anxiety. You're crying, you're upset, it literally feels like you're dying, like when you first started taking it. Also, you're not hungry. Like for me, like I've lost 20 pounds, 25 pounds, like when I first started taking, because I'm literally just like not hungry. I think it's also like the endorphin levels, or, you know, what serotonin levels, that it's like going up and down. It like completely numbs you, so you're just like not hungry, and then after a while you start to get your appetite back. The other thing is like it lowers your sex drive, and like that's something that like people don't like. It's like you just don't feel like doing, like you have no desire to have sex, and it like or this is just for me. I have talked to another girl who like she wants to have sex all the time, but she can't come. That's another thing. It lowers your ability to have orgasms, I guess. Like even with yourself, it just like lowers your ability to have orgasm. Also, when I first started taking it, I was having these like super bad chest pains. Now I'm not having them, but like my last kind of like round when I was like taking it constantly and then I stopped again, I was having these like huge chest pains where I thought I had pulled a muscle in my chest, and it was like I couldn't breathe, and every time I breathed, and it was like on this side, but it was like a huge like problem with my muscle issue, but like I was having that problem. The other thing is when you start taking it, you not necessarily all people, but for me, like I started having these shocks in my body. But in reality, what it is like your body, it's your brain having brain shivers because it's like reacting to the serotonin levels. So that's kind of like what it is. So your body has like brain shivers, and it's really like not serious, but it like makes you feel like you're having shocks when you start taking it. But then, I mean, obviously, if you keep taking this stuff, like everything levels out. The other thing that I didn't know was like I was having these like crazy nightmares with the Lexapro, and I didn't know that it was because of Lexapro, but like Lexapro gives you extreme like nightmares, and it's like kind of scary, like some of the things. I don't know why that is or whatever. The other thing is like people are like, what happens when you stop taking it? You're not supposed to stop taking it. Don't stop taking it. Don't be like Michaela, because you know I've done it, so you don't have to. You start to get these brain shivers because your brain is reacting like to not having the the serotonin in your body, so you start to get these shocks again. The other thing is you get sick. You start to get like a flu kind of flu symptoms, like your throat hurts. You start to get, because it's just like something like that, which can also happen when you start taking it. You can get like sick and flu stuff or whatever. I think that's all I have to say about Lexapro. That's the only thing. I take this every single day. You gotta drink while you're making YouTube videos. Woo! The other, I guess, big part of my medication, whatever, is Buspirone. Or as some people say, boost bars, as they say in jail. So I take this along with the Lexapro. I take it every day. I'm supposed to take this 2 times a day, but I don't. When they first prescribed it, it was take it as needed. Kind of like, you know, when I was having an anxiety attack or something like that. But like then the other doctors were like, no, like it would work so much better if you were taking it daily. So I started taking it daily. I actually haven't had any, you know, bad side effects with Buspirone. I think it's a really great medication. The other thing that I take that's prescribed is trazodone. My trazodone is 50 milligrams. Trazodone is a sedative for depression, and usually I use it to go to sleep, but you can use it, I guess, you know, just daily. Some people use it for this. The only thing about trazodone that I don't like is that when you're asleep, you're asleep. Like you get like 6 hours and that's it, boom. And the other thing is like one time I took it when I was at my sister's house, and like I like woke up and I thought she was saying something to me, and I ended up like slapping her in her eye. When you have anxiety, it's hard to like calm your mind and get to sleep, and you're supposed to take it as needed, which I don't really take it that much anymore, but you know, I do. The other thing that I take is Xanax. When you're taking it with the other drugs and stuff, it actually does help you. I take it as needed when I'm having like severe panic attacks. These are the 4 main anxiety medications that I take that are given to me by my doctor. It's not like, you know, like these pills aren't like a fix. Like even now taking this, I'm feeling a bit anxious. These aren't like a 1 pill fix. You know what I mean? It's about treating it. You know what I mean? Treating your anxiety, working on yourself. So now we're gonna talk about more natural things. So the other pill that I take along with my prescribed pill is a root called ashwagandha. I was introduced to it when I was in India, and I was having like anxiety attacks and all this stuff. So basically ashwagandha has like changed my life, but I take it during the day, but it does make me sleepy and stuff. So I like drink coffee, but I take it during the day, and it just like completely, it's a natural stress reliever. Calms me, make me feel less stressed. It's like taking down the anxiety, and I don't hyper focus on, you know, things, and like, because I think that's a big thing with anxiety. It's like the hyper, you know, concentration on a lot of stuff of things you can't change and stuff. The thing is CBD. I've been taking CBD for about 2 years. The downside of CBD is that it's really expensive. I think that's like the thing. I think this costs like $120 for 10%. So what I do is I take 4 drops in the morning, 4 in the afternoon, and 3 at night. And when you think about it, when it comes in such a small bottle for 150 euros, like that's pretty expensive. So first start taking the CBD, you're getting like that like high. Your body's like, yeah, like, you know, I can do all this stuff. And you're like, you kind of feel like happy, and you're up, and you're like this. And the thing is, what this does though, it also counteracts some of the side effects that you're having with these, because with Lexapro, you don't want to eat. CBD helps you fix your appetite. The issue is that I think that like with Lexapro, it's like you can go 2 or 3 days and not feel hungry, and then like by like the 4th day, you're like, holy shit, like I'm so fucking hungry. But like this kind of like evens it out. I think what CBD does for me personally, because everyone's different, what CBD does is it kind of helps normalize your behavior. Obviously I'm not bipolar, but I do have like manic, you know what I mean, manic side to my personality. And basically what this does is it helps kind of, you know, normalizes my daily routine and normalizes, you know, who I am daily. Because these are all just, you know, just to treat anxiety. Like it, you know, these are to help, you know, you get up in the morning. The last thing that I have is kind of like a tip for people who are anxious. So basically what I do is it's lavender oil. You can buy it, I don't know about in the US, but in France you can buy it at like the local grocery store, and you just buy it. So basically what I do is I wash my clothes in this, and I dry my clothes in this, and you just put like a little bit of a drop. I also use it for like other stuff and everything else. But like you just put like a drop, and you like dry your clothes in it. And when you wear your clothes, it like your body is soaking in this like the lavender oil, and lavender is, you know, to help decrease anxiety. All these things are just to help me be me. It doesn't really change. If a medication is changing who you are, then maybe you need to not take that medication, or you need to talk to your doctor about changing it. Like this type of stuff is just to help me be me. The other question I know that people have been wondering is like, when you take these medications, can you drink? The answer is yes. You can drink, but you have to be aware that like 1 drink for you is like 6 or 8 for someone else. So it's like you're getting a discount on drinking. No, I'm kidding. I think the biggest thing is that these medications like don't stop you from being who you are. They don't change, you know, you living your life, going out and doing all this stuff, but they do probably make it a bit easier for you to go and do. So guys, there's things happening in my life, and I'm really excited about them. That's my laundry going off. But I'm really excited about them, and I'm excited to share them with you. So I'm gonna be making more videos now that I've like graduated grad school, and I'm still here in Paris, and there's a lot of topics I want to talk on, and I can't wait to share the rest of my life with you guys. And it's 2020. We're living it up. It's you know, it's happening. So if you guys have any questions about anxiety meds or anxiety in general, or if you want me to make a certain video, let me know, comment down below, and I'll be sure to make them. I don't have a schedule for this channel. As you all know, it's very sporadic, so when I'm feeling like making it, I'm gonna make another video. But if you guys comment, like, subscribe, share it, I'll definitely be more inclined to make another one. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and I'm really happy I made this video and it's gotten off my chest. And you guys know just a little bit more about me. So thank you so much for following my journey here on my channel, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.